I feel as though personally I'm a bridge to the old and the young, so I still consider myself a millennial. My elders look at me and say I'm young. The young ones say I'm old. Though. What advice do you have for the people who are bridge gappers? A, in the
Mm.
sense of helping elders and using technology, and B, how would you say approach the young geniuses with wisdom?
Wow, what a beautiful, profound question. So just for everyone who's listening, I think it's important context that people know that part of why I'm so passionate about technology is because I see how it isolates certain age groups, specifically
Yeah,
older people. There's a certain pressure in our society to keep up with new technology as it's arriving, as it's being invented. And if you don't, then it becomes a huge threat to your livelihood in more than one way. It becomes harder to find a job, it becomes harder to get even medical help. And these are real threats and concerns for people who are older or just don't have the tech literacy to navigate these types of things. And so it's, I think initially people look at it and they think, oh, that's sweet, Alex cares about old people. And I do. I find them to be very charming and full of
yeah,
wisdom. And I don't like how, for the most part, our culture disposes of old people. But I think when you look at it from even another dimension, I see our future as millennials, and
we
I
better.
see how yeah, like that will be us one day. And part of why I'm so concerned is that I think between social media and just entertainment and all the distractions we have going on, you can literally not remember or realize that you will eventually age. You will eventually be at a different life stage, and life is not always going to be the way it is. And not only that, but at the rate we're adopting the technology, we're going to be locked out ourselves if we don't either have a slower speed in how we adopt things,
Hmm.
or if we just keep up. So, again, I think millennials actually take more action when they hear my message and they hear what I'm saying, as far as, yeah, that's going to be you. It's like,
Yeah, for
this is
real.
not, yeah, this is not the time. I don't like to pity old people or think that, we are superior in any way. In a lot of ways, I'd probably argue the opposite. You know what I'm saying? If we were just like in a room just chilling, because I see how much the skills and techniques that are very crucial for life. I'm talking about cooking, I'm talking about
Hmm.
engineering, I'm talking about lots
Education.
of skill sets that, yeah, that I think are being less taught and adopted by specifically American adults.
Yeah, for real.
So, this is important stuff. And I think for people who, like you said, are the bridgers, it's so important to know how to communicate to these different generations, because you can be saying the same exact sentence to two people from different generations and they're going to hear something different. So if you don't have the sensitivity to know how it's landing for both of those types of people,
Hmm.
then your life is going to be difficult because people are not going to understand you.
Yeah.
So it's worth taking that time out to be patient and figure out how to effectively communicate to people based on where their tech literacy is, or what their generation is, or just how they understand you.
And that's making me think about the Last Dance.
Mm. Which
Because
part
it's
of it?
like
I didn't watch this week's episode yet, but
I'm not gonna go into it, but it's just more or less I grew up in that era, so I know about the Pistons, I know about Boston, I know about LA, I know about Jordan, but to see Michael Jordan in a whole different light and
yeah.
aspect, it's kind of like it's micro and macro. So now it's like looking at Jordan, I can appreciate LeBron even more. I can
Mm.
appreciate Kobe even more, and even
Right,
the players before them.
right.
So in a nutshell, it's just I think it's just gonna take some work because I even not only the Last Dance, but also the conversation that you had with Idris Sandu.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of stuff that I personally wanted to talk to him about and create where like I'm putting together my family tree right now,
Oh, nice.
and it's I've been able to go back to like 1850 on both sides.
Amazing. I was gonna say I see a little old picture in the corner.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah,
is, is
yeah,
that your family?
no, it's actually I'm a barber, so
Oh, nice.
it's a bunch of older gentlemen. They remind me of my father, so I was just like my father, my grandfather. I was like, eventually I'm gonna put it up on the wall.
It's
But
nice.
I wanted to be able to start recording like my father, my mom, my brother, my sister, so my kids, and their kids can go back and watch this, and I get a lot of that from listening to Gary Vee too.
Hmm.
So it's just a a combination of things from
That's
the
dope.
conversation y'all had, and and that.